Hello everyone, welcome to another Live in the Kitchen. 3 days before Christmas. Yeah, we've done 3 days before Christmas, isn't it? Or 2 days. Sunday today, it's Christmas on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So in 3 days, it's Christmas. And today we're going to be making the fabulous 86 Eats deli style turkey. She also does a standard turkey, not using tofu, but this recipe uses tofu. We've made it for, I think, the last 3 years. I think this is our 4th year.
It goes a long way. It's cost effective and it's blooming tasty.
Yeah,
most importantly.
It's really, really good.
Yeah.
Quite a process to it though. Okay? I mean, I'll show you that. And then you can always find the recipe online though. So that's the recipe. Jotted in my little book. This is my book of bits and things. Kimchi paste and African peanut stew and my own version of Donna Lamb, which was based on this 86 Eats recipe. So yeah. But let's just have a little chat first.
Yeah, before we start.
It's been a time. We've decided that for the first time in 4 years, I think, we're not going to be streaming live on Christmas Day. You're not up for it at all, are you?
I don't think so. We get this stuff out of the way with a quick chat at the start, like Paul said. It has been a really tough couple of weeks. I don't think we even said it at the start, but welcome one and all.
Yes, hello and welcome. If you haven't been here before, hiya, I'm Paul.
I'm Jason.
Together we are
those vegan guys.
And we're not kidding you when we say it's been a hell of a year.
Yeah. It's been a tough one, and I think, to be honest with you, I think Christmas Day, even though for the last few years we have live streamed it, as in us having our Christmas dinner, I just think it's going to be a weird one this year. It's going to be a weird one for Dad. It's going to be a weird one for my sister, and it's going to be odd for us as well, isn't it? What a lot of you will know that we've recently lost Rona, my mum. But what quite a few of you probably don't know, and I'm just going to put it out there without any great detail, the same week that we lost Mum, I was also made redundant. So it's just been the worst, or some of the worst that you can go through, really.
It's been a shitty end to a very tough year, because it's been a tough year. We've had a lot going on this year. We've had to give a lot of things up, and that's took months. We've had, of course, our sick stalker throughout the year since last year.
Yeah.
And then Rona loses a battle with cancer, which you knew was going to happen. Mum and Dad chose not to know, didn't they?
Yeah. We don't need to go into any great detail. We know that many of you are aware, and also I'm also mindful. I think Paul is even more of an open book and very open and transparent on the channel, even more than I am. In the back of my head, sometimes, probably a bit naively, feel like when we're live streaming, when we're creating content for YouTube, that for the most part, I like to try and keep it fairly positive and fairly upbeat. But we are a lifestyle channel and we are real most of the time, aren't we? All the time. And sometimes things aren't positive, things aren't upbeat, and that's just life, isn't it?
So yeah, we've decided to have a private Christmas dinner this year, just so that we get a chance to reflect and just have some downtime for us. But that doesn't mean that I can't make my deli turkey with you now, does it? So that's what I'm going to do. So I shall get me, because most of it is just literally straight into the food processor.
Well, whilst you're just getting your few bits sorted out,
I need me press.
Oh yeah, I was going to just give a shout out to a few people.
Focus are already here.
Yeah, you know. We've got our wonderful friend and mod Ashley in the house. Hope all is good with you, Ashley. But also just shout out to Angela, Sid, Peter, Ray, Rebel Vegan, ESM90, Julie, Angela, Kathleen, Flanny, Tina, Jackie. It's a quietish one today. Quietish, you know. And thank you for your kind words as well. It's appreciated.
Right. Food processor. So I've pressed a cauldron tofu because it's 396 grams and this recipe requires 400 to 450 grams of tofu. This is 396 and I've used it a couple of times, I think. So yeah, I'm using that. I've pressed it because obviously I don't want all that water in there. And I'm just going to crumble it straight into here. You could easily do this with 2 blocks of the Aldi firm plain tofu because those blocks are 200 grams. So 2 of them would do this perfectly.
Yeah. Also, you might like to know, Julie is cooking along with us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Always nice when someone's cooking along.
So I'm cutting the crumbling the tofu into my food processor. And there we go. Down, yeah. I think I got this from Amazon.
Vital wheat gluten.
In fact, I'm pretty sure I did. So that's what I'm using today.
Ah, nice one, Rosie. Rosie's got the daughter coming from Newcastle, so they're having not the Xmas dinner.
Cool. One cup of vital wheat gluten.
Thanks, Flanny. Oh yes, so I'm kind of stating the obvious, but at some point in the live stream today, there is going to be food processor noise. We'll try and give you a warning, but do prepare for that. Thanks, Rosie. Yeah, I think I've used that expression a few times over the last few weeks.
That one half cup. That's a third of a cup. I'm sure I've lost one of these, you know.
One of your cups, one of your measurers. Oh, that's nice, ESM90. That's lovely. My son bought Penny the Pigeon Queen for me, and I love it. Thanks so much for standing up for our beautiful pidges.
Oh.
Fabulous.
Right, so it says half a cup of water, but then further down it says a tablespoon of no chick stock. So what I'm going to do is I've just put a no chicken style OXO in there, and then I'm going to put 1/4 cup of boiling water. can dissolve that. And then a 1/4 cup of cold water. Yep.
Sounds good, Angela.
So that's about 1/2 cup of water and my chicken stock combined. So 1/2 cup of water. 1/4 cup of nooch.
Got to have a bit of nooch. Hi, Soph. Thanks for being here.
Quarter cup of nooch.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
If you need me to do it, obviously. I know this is kind of a sort of step-by-step process, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a little circular plastic thing. You have any idea where that's come from? Just on the table there.
No. No.
No. Not important.
Right. 1/4 cup of nooch. 2 tablespoons of oil. That's a tablespoon. So the oil I'm going to be using is extra virgin.
Oh yeah.
As Kat says on her recipe though, which is on the 86 Eats website, if you're oil free, you don't have to use the oil.
Ah, right, okay. There you go. I wouldn't have known that.
2 tablespoons of tapioca cornstarch. Right.
That's a good point, Ashley. Yeah. I suppose headphones can be a good thing or a bad thing when you're watching YouTube videos, depending on what's going on in the video. Oh, Peter, that sounds fantastic.
You're not very good at this, Jason.
What?
Well, you just said something to Ashley. That's a point, Ashley.
Yeah.
Some people can't.
Oh, yeah, some people can't read the... Ashley was just saying, thankfully, I don't wear headphones in these lives anymore. I think referring to the fact that I said there would be food processor noise.
Right. There
Yeah.
you go. And Pete?
Once my uncle worked at an olive oil farm in Italy, and my parents went there to visit him and brought back some delicious bottled olive oil directly from the farm.
Oh, nice. 2 tablespoons, yep, of cornstarch. So I'm using corn flour, same thing.
Thanks, craft lover.
Okay. Now we're on to teaspoons. So we've got sage, rosemary, onion, salt. Okay. So these are like the herbs now. So we've got 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons of onion. It says onion powder. I've only got onion salts, so that's gonna do.
It's proven to be quite difficult to get hold of, hasn't it?
Onion powder and garlic powder seem to be missing from all the supermarkets. 1 to 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. I got this one from Sainsbury's yesterday, smoked garlic granules.
Ooh. Smoky.
We should be really good with this. So that's the onion and the garlic. 1/2 teaspoon of sage. So I'm just using dried sage. And 1 teaspoon of rosemary. Okay, that's the herbage. The herbage, I tell you.
Andy, you are welcome, and I will try and keep that in mind. Andy says, thanks for reading comments out. I often have these lives on in the kitchen on my smart screen, and I'm forever running over to it to read the on-screen comments for context. No worries, Andy.
Liquid smoke. 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke. That's liquid smoke if you've never seen it.
Oh, Paul and Kathleen says, I received my penny book too, and I just love it. Thank you, Paul, for some lovely messages.
Oh, thank you ever so much. And then a teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to be using this Mitani Classic chicken salt. And I'm just going to eyeball. There we go. Okay.
It smells lovely, to be fair. It smells lovely.
Right, I'm going to process this now into a ball of dough.
Dough ball. Yeah.
That's all right.
Flanny, you are absolutely right. Just remembered it was this year you two appeared on the Vegan Society cover. Fab stuff. Yeah, it's not all been doom and gloom this year by any means, but recently it's been shocking.
I was going through it in my head the other day. So in January, we gave up the allotment that we loved because it had become a toxic place and it wasn't the place where we could chill out and relax and get some good mental health. You know, so that was January. February, March, and April, we spent breaking down our 19-year non-profit community arts organisation, disseminating all the stuff everywhere and actually closing the building down and handing the keys back. All of this while we were getting harassed online from our stalker. Then I had some stuff with work. Basically, 2 people that I supported have died this year. One of them I was seeing in ICU for months before he died. One of them, we knew he was dying, but it's still, the end came as a real shock.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, because he just went in with pneumonia and then flu, and then the next thing he was in a hospice. And it's been like this all year. And then Rona. Now, let's not forget, with Rona, it was 4 months. She went into hospital at the 1st of September until the 30th of September. Had emergency surgery on day 1, and a stoma fitted and her bowel removed, and basically the prognosis that you've got stage 4 cancer in your colon and your bowel and your stomach and your liver. Horrific. And it's been 4 months of, and there's been some beautiful moments that we've really had to kind of, like Jay being in the studio and recording Stand Tall and Canary. We should really be celebrating that. We should really be celebrating the fact that Penny the Pigeon Queen is out there now.
Vegan Camp Out.
Yeah. Vegan Camp Out was fantastic. The Vegan Fest was fantastic. But these have just been little moments in a big freaking cloud of dark.
Yeah.
So we don't mean to mourn, you know us too.
Yeah.
We try and, but it's been a tough year.
It has.
Right, I'm going to get that out on the, I've just cleaned the work surface. I'm going to get it out on there. Need it for just a couple of minutes. Oh, I really need it. No, I need it though.
I'll always pull a face like that when it's a daft joke, a dad joke. Yeah. So just a couple more lovely comments from people. RS Howell, thank you for your comment. Hi guys, so sorry about your mum, Jason. To give you a bit of a boost, just wanted to let you know I made a version of your flatbreads from last week's vlog and my fussy kids inhaled it. Excellent.
Brilliant.
They are fantastic, those flatbreads.
They're gorgeous breads, aren't they, though?
Yeah.
I'm so glad Lidl do them.
Yeah.
Right, get that into soak now, because...
Yeah, I'll sort that out after.
I know,
But
I want it to soak because I don't want it to be really difficult for you to clean.
It's a bit of a clean-up operation afterwards. That's something to be said.
I mean, it's mainly the processor.
Yeah, it's mainly the food processor. And Merry Christmas to you and the family as well, Russ. Cycling with Russ.
Just show you, that's my turkey dough ball. So I'm now going to knead that for a few minutes and then get it wrapped and get it in the oven.
Thanks, Ray. Joseph, that sounds like a sound plan. I'm spending Christmas with my cousins, an uncle that just lost their mum/wife, my aunt. My uncle said he will make me a vegan dinner, but I'm prepping my no turkey crown and pups in blankets. Good stuff, Joseph.
Oh, that reminds Jason, mention about Aldi.
Oh yeah, we popped in Aldi today for a couple of last minute little bits, and they have got the roast in now, 3 days before Christmas, and they've got the vegan pigs in blankets, and that's about it.
Yeah, they're only just in there though, and this is one of our local ones in Failsworth. So any people that are local, they do have them, but they're in with the meat.
Yes.
Just so as you know.
Sid, thank you so much for the super chat. Just a little something from Rosie and myself. Get yourselves some Jason Bromley tracks from Bandcamp or something. Thank you. Appreciate it.
And Flanny, thank you for the box of bits.
Yes. Yeah.
Including, I'm going to show you this.
Oh, shift out your way.
I'm going to show you this.
Angela, yeah, we can't wait for 2025. It's got to be better, hasn't it? It's got to be. Oh, yeah. It's so cool. So cool.
That is just... I've got little feet.
I said to you, didn't I, the other day, until I saw this, I had no idea that such a thing even existed.
Absolutely gorgeous and adorable. So thank you, darlings. Thank you.
Pigeon plushie.
Thank you to everyone that sent us cards and gift cards and boxes of bits, and you're all bloody marvellous.
Yeah, it's been proper nice. It's appreciated. I think we said it, Kathleen and a couple of others who've mentioned. I think I mentioned it on the segment of the meals vlog last week. It's really, genuinely, it's a cliche line, but it has been a roller coaster, and it will continue to be. Do you know what I mean? Ups and downs, major ups and downs in terms of emotions and stuff.
Right, this is important because this is a deli style turkey recipe. What you're supposed to do is you get a piece of tin foil, spray it with oil, then you get some of your rosemary, some of your dried rosemary. Sprinkle it on there. Some of your dried sage. And I think for us, because it's us.
Because it's us.
And we're not going to be sharing this with anybody. Little bit of chili.
Nice.
Dried chili.
I like it.
Then turkey rolled into a nice shape. There's ours. You see, and then you get all your bits on the outside.
Fabulous. Previous years, you've made two, haven't you? You know.
Yeah, because I was making them for Mum and Dad as well.
Yeah. Ashley says, bit of green and red, very festive. Yes, yes. Very true, very true.
Roasting tray. Get it in there 30 minutes, then do 30 minutes without the foil. And there you go, deli turkey. Done.
Like you said before, it's a bit of a process, but if you've got a list and you've got everything in that you need, it's just step by step, isn't it? It doesn't take that long, really.
No, it doesn't.
The cooking time takes quite long, but the actual, you know, the prep side of things.
So that's it. Cook that for half an hour on 350 if you're in America, 180 if you're over here. Celsius and Fahrenheit. We're Celsius. Are we Celsius? I think we're Celsius.
Yeah, I think we are. Look.
Tony, no, I won't do the recipe again. You'll have to go back to the beginning of the vlog. Think about that. Everyone else has to listen to it all again because you weren't here. Just go back to the beginning. Won't take you long.
Simple.
It's 86 eats deli turkey recipe. Right, so you cook it for half an hour in the foil. So 4 o'clock. And then you open the foil for another half an hour so that you can get it kind of crust, you know, a bit of a, not a crust, but do you know what I mean? And then you let it go to room temperature, wrap it back up in the foil and put it in the fridge for 24 hours. Trust me, Kat were right. Of course you were, it's her recipe. 24 hours. If you try to cut it before that, it needs a really good long time in the fridge to kind of set. And then you can cut it really easily with a mandolin or a really sharp knife. I'll be doing it with the mandolin. I've got my glass Tupperware ready. It'll all go in there sliced. We'll have a couple of big slices each for Christmas Day, and then we've got sandwich stuff.
Always great. And it goes a long way, doesn't it? It goes a long way. You know, it's you'd be surprised, you know, just how much you get off that.
There you go. See, Tony, just go back at the end. But you can just Google it as well. It's 86 eats. The number 8, the number 6, the word eats, all one word. 86 eats deli turkey recipe. Brilliant. We've done it for the last 4 years. I would never go back now.
I was going to say, yeah.
I will never buy one.
Tried and tested.
Because it's just lovely. And it does us all Christmas, doesn't it? It does Christmas dinner and it does sandwiches for days.
Yeah.
Because I use the really thin slicer on me mandolin.
Fat vegan slim. Always been a bit scared of making my own seitan, but that was so simple. We'll have to give it a go.
Yeah, do. And honestly, guys, everybody, check out Kat's website, 86eats.com. She's got some amazing recipes on. The girl knows her stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Lots of variations in terms of...
She's got pastrami, salami, turkey like crown, then this deli turkey that we do. She's brilliant.
Ashley says, do you warm it back up or just pour some hot gravy over it?
We just pour hot gravy over it, don't we? We do a weird gravy on Christmas Day. And I'm going to talk you through my Christmas dinner now, right? I've cheated this year for the first time ever. I bought Aunt Bessie's roast potatoes because they're clearly marked vegan. Do you want to show them the bag, Jay?
We only saw them the other day, didn't we? Crispy and fluffy roasties. Aunt Bessie's. Clearly marked vegan. I'll come in a little bit. Yeah, spot it
clearly
there.
marked vegan there. So I'm doing them this year because every time I try, I can't do roast potatoes, guys. And I'm a right good cook. I've tried part boiling them and then roasting them. I've tried part steaming them and then roast. I've tried boiling and steaming and shaking them up a bit so they get rough edges, and then putting some not couscous. What was it I tried?
Oh, I can't remember.
It was Jamie semolina.
Yes.
They're all right. They're all right. But I said to Jay, nah.
For ease.
I'm getting them.
But I've got to say, I've never had a problem with your roasties. I've always thought they were great. But you know what? It's nice to just try something. It makes the whole process a little bit easier, a little less time consuming. It's one less thing to have to think about.
Julie, you like us, love. We've had it for the last 4 years, and all this is our 4th year having it, actually. So it's great stuff. It's great stuff. So we're having them roast potatoes, but what I am going to do is I'm going to roast my own parsnips, I'll part steam them, and then I'll roast them, and when they're nearly done, I'll drizzle some maple syrup over the top of them. So that's what I do with my parsnips. With my sprouts, I trim them, cut them in half and steam them. Once they're almost done, I take them out, let some of the water come off, put them in a frying pan with vegan butter, fresh sage leaves cut up, fresh all the way for Christmas dinner. Fresh sage leaves cut up, chestnuts cut up into pieces, and bacon bits. We're using This Isn't for that. I'm doing Richmond sausages wrapped in La Vie bacon in the oven. I do red cabbage, shredded finely, steamed, then finished off in a pan with butter and cinnamon. I do julienne carrots, steamed, then finished off in a pan but in a saucepan with orange juice and thyme. Plenty of time. I've all the time in the world for that.
All the time.
Did I say red cabbage and cinnamon? I did, didn't I? So red cabbage and cinnamon, sprouts with bacon, sage and chestnuts, carrots with orange juice and thyme, a few peas, standard mashed potato, loads of butter and a bit of milk.
And
Aunt Bessie's roast is deli style turkey, but the gravy is where it's at. So I get a load of rosemary, a load of thyme and a load of sage, all fresh, chop it up as fine as I can, put it in the frying pan with vegan butter. Keep it going for a while. Good while. Get all those flavours out. Then we add a bottle of cider. And then I'll add a bit of cornstarch to thicken it up. So cornstarch separately in a cup mixed with a bit of cold water before you add it, stirring all the while you do add it. So it's a herb cider gravy for Christmas Day. Beautiful.
It is. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Ray says, do you like a stuffing? I'm astonished that you didn't put an exclamation mark in with the question marks, Ray.
Yes, I've bought a posh one this year, Ray.
And thank you, Ashley. You are correct. Paul likes stuffing. Jace, not so much, if I remember. You remember correctly, Ashley. You remember correctly. Well done.
There's my chestnuts ready for my sprouts.
Stuffing's in the top part of the bread bin.
Oh, thanks, babes. So I bought this one from Sainsbury's. Roasted chestnut, toasted hazelnut, and thyme stuffing.
I'll probably try a bit.
Clear them out, it's vegan. There. I think it was £2. I just fancied something a bit posh. So we got that.
Yeah. Rose is doing maple glazed carrots and parsnips too.
Oh, nice.
Everyone's talking about festive food now. Fat Vegan Slim. I basically just roast all the veggies apart from cabbage. Nice. And Athena says, had the Aunt Bessie's roasties a few weeks ago when they were on offer as well. They weren't bad at all. I roast my carrots and parsnips in the air fryer with caraway seeds.
Oh, nice, Athena.
Nice. Yeah.
Caraway seeds. Do you know, I don't have that in my, I don't have them in my spice arsenal.
No, you don't.
Don't have them in my spice arse. I'm sorry. I'm going to go over there for a minute and have a little vape.
And also, while you're there, have a think about yourself. Andy says, I'm a right fussy bugger with food, bordering, well, I won't say the bit in brackets, but got way better since going vegan. Awesome, Andy. He says, have you guys thought of doing a pop-up shop somewhere? I'd love to try some of Paul's food. You know what?
We nearly opened a cafe, didn't we?
We nearly opened a cafe a few years ago. We dodged a bullet there, to be honest with you, because it would have been carnage, because it was about 8 months, 10 months before the pandemic?
No, it was Brexit.
Oh, it was Brexit. Yes. I knew there was some major thing that happened. But you know what? Never say never, Andy. You never know. You never know. And thank you for your kind words. Right, I'm scrolling.
So.
I'm just checking I've not missed any major comments or questions more specifically. Rosie, that sounds balmy.
Wow.
I'm trying a new roast tatty recipe today. It's a bit faffy and altogether faffy, I like that. Altogether takes 1.5 hours, but they're in the oven now, so we'll see. Slow roasted.
Oh.
Well, after all that time and effort, Rosie, I hope they turn out great. Yes. Okie dokie. I think we're all good. Oh, that's nice, Angela. Angela's going to the local pub for Christmas Day. And I think she said that they're having the nut roast. Yes, with all the trimmings. That's cool. I guess, you know what, I've never really given it much thought. I guess a lot of pubs do that. I kind of always assumed that pubs would just close on Christmas Day. But I guess not. You know what Josie says about doing a Christmas market stall next year with your food, Paul? We did Northern Vegan Fest years ago, didn't we? You made brownies.
Just as we were about to open the cafe.
Linked with the cafe. Yeah.
They did, and it was quite fun.
It was fun, and also the cakes and the brownies that you made went down a right treat.
Well, it was sold out.
Yeah, very quickly, if I remember rightly. Yeah.
Oh no, right upset though, because this woman came up and she said, "You haven't got any gluten-free ones, have you? Because they look stunning, and I really fancy one." And I was like, "No, I'm so sorry, just vegan,
but not gluten-free."
I think the one that we did, it was at it was on Oldham Street, wasn't it, in Manchester? And it was, as you're going down Oldham Street towards Piccadilly, it was on the left-hand side. I'm sure it was a church building or something. You went upstairs to it.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I can't remember what building it was in, but it wasn't huge. And it was all separate rooms. We were in our room.
Yeah.
And there was more stalls in other rooms. I think it cost us 250. I think. But that's going back.
Annoying but morally consistent. I finally got to my Christmas baking yesterday and made 10 dozen cookies.
Bloody hell.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
That's a whole lot of cookies.
That is.
No, it wasn't Affleck's. It was.
Was it Sasha's?
Opposite side of the road, left-hand side as you're going down towards Piccadilly. Affleck's is on right as you're going down Oldham Street. Was it what?
No, it wasn't.
No, because Sasha's is that's the big hotel where it was all in one room.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was a church, One World Church, or something like that.
It was a good few years ago.
But it was all separate rooms.
Oh, Deborah, I'm sad to read that. Deborah says, "Wish I could find vegan friends here in Rome. I'm spending too much time alone since I went plant-based."
Deborah, whereabouts in Rome are you, sweetheart? Because sometimes all it takes is a little Google search.
You might be pleasantly surprised.
You might
Deborah.
be. There could be some vegan Rome groups that meet once a month or something and go out for a meal, and I guarantee that there will be a vegan Rome Facebook group.
Yeah.
Centre Rome. Right, I'm just going to look for you. It'll take me 2 seconds. Vegan Rome. I'll just type that, in fact, just vegan Rome. Refugio Romano.
Well, it's going to mainly show you eateries, isn't it?
Yeah, vegan restaurants in Rome, your vegan dining guide, vegan in Italy, some restaurants. Yeah, vegan Rome groups. Oh, there's one straight away. Vegetarian and vegan in Rome, public group. Oh.
And this is not meant to be patronizing, by the way, in any way, shape, or form. People generally don't think to look if there are social groups that exist, you know. But I do also appreciate that in other countries it might be more difficult.
Deborah, there's quite a few vegetarian and vegan in Rome groups on Facebook. I just found them on Google. So if you type in vegan Rome groups, it'd be nice for you to be able to meet a couple of other people, wouldn't it? And go out for lunch now and again, and whatever. So yeah, the Happy Cow app is brilliant, isn't it?
Annoying but morally consistent. These are our Xmas gifts to everyone. I was going to ask that when you'd said the quantity of cookies that you'd made. No one wants stuff anymore. Not that I blame them. Fair dues. Good on you. Good on you. Oh, nice. And Sid says we have one of the Toro Loco wines from Aldi to try with dinner. Today's dinner. Not tried it before. Hope you enjoy. We do, don't we?
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Ooh. Okay, I think we're reasonably caught up.
Yeah, I think we might be having our first plate tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
Okay.
We were talking about getting a bottle of port, because we do love a bottle of port at Christmas. But we've got Witch King's stuff over there. We've got a load of wine. We've got that cream liqueur, that rum barbar from Pete.
We've got the beers that Leanne and Imran have sent us.
We've got plenty of booze.
We're fine. We're fine. We're going to forego our bottle of port this year. It's just not required. Not required.
So have we inspired anybody who hasn't made it to have a go at the 86Es deli turkey?
Oh, Joseph, that's good to read. Happy Cow saved me when I went to Benidorm in May, found the few vegan places and had the best curry from a vegan curry house in the middle of Benidorm. Nice.
Yeah, it's a great app. But I'll tell you what else is great as well, doing the same thing as I said before. Happy Cow, brilliant. But if you just type in vegan Benidorm in fact, Happy Cow will be one of the links that comes up, but there'll be other websites and stuff. We did fantastically in Kefalonia.
And I was going to say Tenerife.
Yeah.
You know, just Google Tenerife. Vegan Tenerife, and then we found some of them were quite hidden, but not hidden beyond the point of like not really difficult to find, and usually quite obvious when you kind of see the frontage. And I imagine it's like that for a lot of places. But yeah, you know, you'd be pleasantly surprised what you might find.
Tony, we have no issues with wheat at all, thankfully. No, we're not doing a Christmas Day live this year. It's been a very tough year, as we said at the beginning of the vlog. If you didn't hear, maybe have a go back, because we don't want to keep repeating the same stuff.
Especially not that stuff.
Yeah, especially not that stuff. No, we're not doing a Christmas Day live this year. We need time for us.
To answer your question from before, Flanny says, we'll give it a go when we get a blender. Yes, nice. Is it fair to say as well that it needs to be a pretty decent blender?
Yeah, it needs to be a high-speed one. I think this is 1100. I had an 800 and it broke. On my second year of doing deli turkey, it broke. food processor. It's not a blender, it's a food
processor. Yeah.
So it's got to be a high-speed one that can handle it.
Kat says, sorry, Angela says, Cat Porter there. Oh no, I've clicked on the wrong one. I'm sorry. Made a mistake. Gee, the chat must have jumped then. Who's it? Julie. That was the one I was looking for. Mine is smelling so nice in the oven at the moment. Give it a go, everyone. Nice one, Julie. Sorry about that.
Julie, is it? No, you've made it 4 years, haven't you? Same as us. He is good. He is right good.
Ooh, that sounds good. Tracy and Leroy will be making a chicken and vegetable soup over creamy garlic mashed taters and scorched garlic Brussels sprouts.
Whoa.
Sounds delightful. Delightful. Thanks for being here, boss man. And howdy.
Yeah, 10 more minutes and then they can.
Trying to smell ours.
It's wrapped in tin foil at the moment.
Yeah, true.
But it'll be as it always is. It'll be a right good deli turkey.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with it, really. You can't go wrong with it, you know.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I think Kat from 86 Eats does that with the turkey crown or turkey breast recipe of hers, which doesn't use tofu. It's just seitan. But I think that's just the standard thing, rice paper. So it's what oh no, this isn't chicken thighs, use seaweed for the crispy skin.
Yeah. Joseph, that's funny. I got the Tesco honeycomb bauble dessert for Crimbo and I keep walking past it like, do I have a nibble? I need self-control.
When are you saving it for, Joseph?
That is the question, isn't it?
Who is? Are you saving it for an event with several people or is it all yours? If it's all yours, you have a bite whenever you bloody want. It's Christmas.
Yeah.
You're allowed.
I think when we finish doing the live stream today, we're going to put the tree up, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think we're going to put the tree up. Yeah. Made a space for it in the living room. And it will literally take 10 minutes. So.
Julie's going away for a week. How in her vegan caravan? Have you spoken to your caravan? And has it said I'm vegan too? I totally would though. Our car is called Quentin. And he's lovely.
Yes, we shall, Ashley. We shall. Ah, all right, Joseph. My family isn't vegan, but they've all got their eyes on it too, so I have to wait until Christmas Day, I think.
Well, just settle on you. You're not vegan. Why would you want my vegan stuff? It's all for me.
It's good that they've got their eye on it, and I hope you all enjoy it.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, Sid, very nice. Moved to a new house this year, and now we can have a tree in the living room and a tree in the dining room. Nice. If you like that sort of thing, that's great. I know some people go all out when it comes to Christmas trees.
Oh, Deborah asks a very interesting question there that's not been asked on the channel for a while. Where's everyone from?
Yeah, it's always nice to know, isn't it? Anyone from New Jersey? I won't start on the drone thing, but yeah, always curious. Yeah, it's always nice to know where people are from. what corner of the world you are, because we do have people outside of the UK. Obviously, a lot of people who subscribe to the channel are from the UK, but okay.
Cambridge, Hull, Texas, Exeter, Shropshire, Sunderland, Cornwall near the Eden Project.
Nice.
Huddersfield.
Ah, Anya's just down the road.
Cheetham Hill. Joseph's just down the road now.
Yeah.
Charlie. Aaron's just down the road and all. Milton Keynes, that's a bit further afield.
Athena, of course. Cork, Ireland.
East Midlands. Victoria, BC, Canada.
Peter.
I did not know Deb was from Australia, Flanny. Originally. Wow. Deborah, of course, Rome, Italy.
Everlong Raider, Rochdale, down the road. Well, there's quite a few locals. You know, local-ish.
Islington, Kent. Julie, originally from North Yorkshire, but now in Kent.
Nice.
I bet any folk who are watching this from overseas are like, what weird places these are all. These names.
Dunstable.
Bedfordshire.
Is
Bedfordshire.
It's you know,
she's from Cheshire, but she's married to Stokey.
When you hear how some Americans pronounce English towns, it's quite humorous. But I can completely understand it, because some English towns have got ridiculous names. Warwickshire, for example. You know, just, you know, if you wasn't in
America's got some ridiculous names. And I'll still say it's like that Vine put it in my head. Kansas. But you stick an AR in front of it and it becomes Arkansas.
Yeah, it's a fair point. Yeah.
Surely it's Arkansas.
Arkansas. Lee from Liverpool.
Cheers, Penny.
Andy, I did not know.
Andy, where is there a place called Wet Wang?
The UK is full of weird and wonderful place names.
Is there? I've just made me say a foul thing.
I bet there is. It wouldn't surprise me. You know, not a million miles from here. There's a place.
Wang.
There's a place called Upper Ramsbottom. Upper Ramsbottom. That's a place. Martin, I'm from that London. Nice.
Oh, Leroy was in NJ last week and not a drone to be seen.
Oh, how disappointing.
I know, right? I'm going to put that up on the screen, but I'm not going to say it, Peter.
They do not have that festival, Peter. Really? Mind you, I mean, yeah, I get it. But they must be aware.
Wet Wang is in East Yorkshire.
Wow.
Near Driffield. Never heard of Driffield either.
I had no idea.
Wet Wang.
That's brilliant.
Come over to the UK, everybody, and visit Wet Wang. Or we could go to Canada and visit Dildo. Oh, the world. Oh, Athena asks an interesting question. Anyone got any interesting, or what some might see as strange, decorations on their tree? She's got rats, mice, snails, rainbows, and pheasants.
Nice. I was looking up the other day to try and find a Star Trek Voyager Christmas tree decoration, but they are quite hard to get hold of, and all the ones I could find, you had to physically hard wire them into a line of lights to make it light up on the Christmas tree. And I was like, that I feel like that's beyond my skills as you know, not being electrically minded.
Lisa says, Prickwillow always makes me chuckle when I pass. I'm never going to grow up.
That's brilliant, Lisa.
Don't grow up, it's a trick.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow, Jen, I didn't realise you. I knew you were up in Scotland, but I didn't know you was in Dunblane.
Somebody, I didn't notice who it was, but I did read Upper
And Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
There is a place called Intercourse. I think Pete mentioned it as well.
Fascinating. Fascinating.
Pete, they have a mascot called Captain Dildo.
I kind of love that. I think that's brilliant. Thank you for sharing that, Peter, and thank you to all of you who've shared weird and fascinating place names. Yeah. So it's not just an English thing. There's other parts of the world that have got just as ridiculous names.
We did know what the pitter had shut down. There seems to be a lot of places shutting down at the moment. It's although we thought Oldham Junkies was going light, and they're now in 2 venues.
Yeah.
So
I think you know what it is. I think with finances the way they are at the moment and extortionate business rates, I think it takes a very savvy, smart person to be able to do it and do it successfully. And I think Wholesome Junkies maybe have hit on a good thing here with kind of doing these pop-ups. And I mean, they've done.
Tom, is there really a town in Scotland called that?
Wow. It wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me.
TWAT, for those of you who can't read the.
Going back to Christmas tree decorations. Flanny, a plumb line, Led Zepp keyring, tiny bottle of whiskey, Wizard of Oz keyring, our sentimental baubles. Nice. Very nice.
Right.
Thanks, Mandy.
So that's it. It's had its half an hour covered.
Now I can smell it.
I'll do this first and then bring it over to show you.
Yeah, I think Tony does win, Flanny, for that one. That's a classic, Peter. I think a lot of people in the UK are familiar with the Welsh town with the longest name, which I won't even try to say. Some people can say it very fluently, but not I.
Guys, and now half an hour without the foil. As in with the foil open, you know, not without the foil. That'd be daft.
So whilst we're chatting and just generally, so well, for me and Paul anyway, kind of easing ourselves ever so slightly into the festive vibes, I have to ask yous all, because I think there's 135 in the house. That's fabulous. What is your go-to festive viewing? Like, what's the one thing that you have to watch on the television, DVD, streaming channel, whatever your medium? What is your go-to or traditional thing that you have to watch over the festive period? I am genuinely interested, because I always feel, I'll just put it out there right now to kind of link in with this question. I always feel like I want to watch either one of the Home Alones, Home Alone 1 or Home Alone 2 over Christmas. Sometimes I'm feeling like Gremlins. Sometimes I'm feeling traditional, you know, and want to go a little bit more traditional. What's the one with John Lithgow in it as the baddie? Do they make the candy? Do they float? What's that? Is that A Christmas Carol?
No.
That's one of my favourites.
Isn't that the one where Dudley Moore is an elf?
Yes, Dudley Moore.
I can't remember what it's called.
That one, anyway. Love that. It's one of my favourite Christmas films. Royal Family All Day Long, Joseph, yeah. Who said Patrick Stewart, A Christmas Carol?
I had it on the screen, yeah. That was about the clown theory. Go. Call the midwife.
Call the midwife. This is why I was asking. I'm just genuinely interested. I'm curious. People have got all kinds of connections with different things, haven't they? Julie says The Snowman. Yeah, that is a classic.
Oh, Christmas ghost stories.
Athena, Arthur Christmas, Home Alone 1, Polar Express, Muppets Christmas Carol. Nice.
Polar Express kills me.
Love Polar Express.
The end of it kills me.
And also Lisa. Polar Express every year. Nice.
Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, isn't there a new one this year, Ashley? I'm sure I read somewhere that there's a new Wallace and Gromit this year. I'm guessing it'll be on Christmas Day.
Alistair Sims as Scrooge. The Sound of Music. Oh, God, I love Rent. 525,600 minutes. 525,000 moments so dear. Yeah, I love it.
Tina, The Santa Claus.
Oh, that's it, isn't it? The Santa Claus.
I don't think so. Not the Dudley Moore one.
Are you sure?
The Santa Claus, the movie.
No, the Santa Claus.
It's not called the Santa. The Dudley Moore one's not.
Well,
called
look it
the
up on your phone then.
Okay, sir. Jeez. Santa Claus the movie.
But there is the Santa Claus as well, isn't there?
I'm not disputing that. Die Hard, Tracy, yes. It is a Christmas film.
Is the one with Dudley Moore? Is it also the one where there's a little homeless boy and a posh girl?
Yeah.
And she gives him a plate of grub.
Yeah.
And a Coke.
All of that.
Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul.
Excellent. I do love a bit of Wallace and Gromit, to be fair. Nice one. Nice one, Mary.
Delil de le. No. Okay.
Well, I mean, we ourselves haven't got anything specifically lined up to watch, you know, in terms of like, oh, we have to watch that on Christmas Day, or, you know, but I'm sure we'll, you know, some of the classics will be viewed. We kind of alternate.
The Santa Claus. Thank you, Pete. Tim Allen, he becomes Santa, doesn't he? He starts growing a beard and he becomes Santa Claus. Yeah. I kind of remember it, kind of.
What's that one that we've got in our watch list with that?
Scrooged.
No, there's another one that we added. It's like a romantic.
Oh, I can't remember, but it's him that played the vet in Schitt's Creek.
Yes, yeah, that's the one. We're going to end up watching that.
Of course we are.
Yeah, can't remember what it's called.
Good old cheesy Christmas rom-com.
Rom-com.
Can't beat it.
Yeah, he's like a Frozen.
Apparently, it's got dire reviews.
It probably has. Yeah, I mean, it looks shockingly bad. Shockingly bad.
We'll still watch it.
Defrost this hot guy.
It's a hot guy with his top off.
He's like a snowman or something, like a sculpted snowman that becomes a real person.
Yeah, some kind of magic scarf wraps around his neck.
That's the one. It's the scarf. Yeah, yeah. It looks awful. It really looks bad. But we'll probably watch it.
And Merry Christmas to you too, Paul.
All the best, Paul. Hope you're good. Ah, yes. It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes, he does. He does become Santa, doesn't he, Tim Allen? I do remember it.
Yeah, I was going to say before, we normally alternate each year between Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2. I think last year, I'm pretty sure last year we watched Home Alone. So this year, by rights, we should watch Home Alone 2.
No, Sid, it's Santa Claus the movie. Just checked on Google.
Yes.
The one with Dudley Moore and John Lithgow.
Santa Claus the movie, yeah. It is one of my favourites.
The Santa Claus is Tim Allen turning into Santa.
Yeah. Because John Lithgow is incredible in that film, and Dudley Moore's incredible.
What booze we're drinking? Crimbo Day. I've got my whiskey and tequila ready. Yeah, I don't know. Wine.
We'll be drinking wine. We've got this that we picked up, which I'd forgotten about, to be honest. I'll only grab it because it's right here. We got this from Sainsbury's a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
This mulled cider, ginger, clove, and clementine. We got that from Sainsbury's a couple of weeks ago, so we'll probably be supping that at some point.
Clearly might be.
And it's 5.5%, so it's not a ridiculously strong cider. You know, some of them are blow your socks off alcohol content, aren't they?
Jack, we're also from Oldham. You've been to Molino Lounge and asked for the vegan menu. It's pretty good. And every venue in the new Egyptian room has vegan options too. Yeah.
It's just as we mentioned it last time we were in Molino Lounge, because we've been fans of Molino Lounge for a good long while, and we've been to the Egyptian rooms a couple of times now, haven't we? Mm-hmm. It's just a different vibe.
Yeah,
it's a very different vibe.
I love Molino Lounge. Lily's vegetarian Indian cuisine in Ashton. Oh, that place is brilliant. Pretty much anything on the menu can be made vegan.
That place rocks. Yeah. They've won awards. I mean, it's one of the best places you can eat that type of food in the Northwest, honestly.
Yes.
Yes.
Sid.
Yes. Santa Claus the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what we were just saying. Lisa, is that the one with the snowman? Is it called Last Christmas? Is that the one with the snowman who turns into a hottie? Get it right. I'm going to scroll down because it's gone a bit crazy.
Yeah. Yes, we haven't asked yet, but now is as good a time as any to just give you a quick reminder. If you haven't already, please do give the live stream a thumbs up. And of course, thank you for being here, because it was a little bit impromptu today. As in, we knew we were going to do a live, but it was kind of, like we said, everything's been a bit up in the air of late.
I knew I was going to make the turkey, so I thought I might as well make it live again, just in case anyone fancies giving it a bash. I'm glad it's done now, though, and I can. Oh, what? Hot Frosty.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah, thank you to those who've mentioned it. That's the one. Hot Frosty. I mean, the title itself is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Has anyone seen Hot Frosty? yet.
I think Mary said she'd seen it the other day.
Is it any good, Mary? I mean, he's gorgeous that played the vet out of Schitt's Creek, and he's a bloody good actor, so it can't be all bad. I quite like her as well.
Peter, according to Peter, worst Christmas movie ever, probably Mixed Nuts. Mixed Nuts?
Lisa, I have to tell you this. When Wham first came out, I didn't understand all my female friends fancying George Michael because I was an Andrew Ridgeley stan. I was like, he's gorgeous. Never fancied George Michael. Always admired him. Incredible artist. Very missed.
Yeah, incredible artist, incredible vocalist. Cat Berry says it was a cute chick holiday flick.
I don't mind a cute chick holiday flick. Even rhymes. Cute chick holiday flick.
Lisa says, lol, Paul, yep, I didn't fancy him either.
Did you fancy Andrew Ridgeley, Lisa? Or was that just me? Me and my friend Tracy, what I went to school with. I remember cutting his face out of, it was either Jackie magazine or one of the magazines, and I put it on some cardboard and had it in my Regatta One strap bag from Thames Army and Navy stores. I was devastated when they went. Don't see them anymore.
No, they were great stores to be fair.
I always had a Regatta One strap. Yeah, Lisa found Andrew Ridgeley, and he had this picture of Andrew Ridgeley for me and Tracy to gawk at school.
Nice. Yeah. I think people are psychologically naturally drawn to like the lead singer.
Yeah.
And because George Michael
he was a good-looking guy. He was just too feminine looking for me. Andrew Ridgeley was really
a bit more masculine.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have to confess, I do think it was a bit like when George Michael kind of came out, I did kind of think like that was a shocker for a lot of people, but I don't remember being like, I don't understand why people were shocked when George Michael came out.
I was shocked when he came out, Living La Vida Loca.
Oh, Ricky Martin. Yeah, I was quite surprised. Yeah, but also refreshing as well. It's like, nice.
Good on you, dude.
Yeah, good-looking guy as well.
But I was shocked. I was like, that I did not know.
Should have known with those hips. You know, Ricky Martin, he can move those
Jackie
hips.
magazine was brilliant, wasn't it? At our house, every week, we had Scoop, which was, I believe, a football magazine for my sister Denise, Jackie for my sister Sharon, and Beano for me. We had them three delivered every week. And I very soon gravitated towards Jackie. As soon as Sharon was done with it, I was like...
Yeah. Thanks for popping in, Mary, and have a great festive season. All the best.
Yeah. Happy holidays, Mary.
We don't mention that name on the channel anymore, Peter, but I had heard, yes, about Mr. B no longer being vegan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he basically went from being great to being one of the biggest morons on the entire planet. There you go, I've said it. That's judgmental of me, I know.
It's fine. It's fine, it's allowed, it's how you feel. Right, well, should we start bringing this to because there's no point waiting. That's going to be in another 13 minutes.
Yeah, and then it has to cool.
And then I have to cool it at room temperature, so it won't be going in the fridge until probably about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock tonight.
It's got to properly cool down, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got to, I don't like to put it in there with any warmth at all, just room temperature. Wrap it back up in tin foil, fridge for 24 hours, good to go.
Will you do
Good to go from there?
Will you do what Vivian does sometimes? Will you say to the folks, now check our Instagram for an update? Once you've sliced it, you can take a picture of it.
Maybe, yes. Yes.
Show people.
Do check our Instagram out. I haven't been posting on Instagram a lot lately, actually, and my social media game is off at the moment, but
it's understandable.
We've had a lot. We've had a lot on.
It's been really nice to connect with us all. You know, it's great to do a live and get back into the swing of things. And this will probably be the last live of the year, won't it? I think, realistically. But
no, we'll be live next Saturday.
Yeah,
standard live.
There you go. There you go.
Yes, we missed last week. That's fine, and completely understandable. But yeah, Saturday, Friday, Sunday, Saturday. So we'll be live next Saturday. There'll be our meals vlog on Tuesday as always, and we'll be live on Saturday for Stuffing Us Faces in the Kitchen.
Stuffing Us Faces in the Kitchen. There you go. But it's been proper nice to connect with us all. As I said, over 100 of you have stuck around for the duration. As Paul has said several times, check out the recipe for the 86 Eats deli turkey, because honestly, it is fantastic. And we will try and get a visual update on our socials when it's cooled, sliced and sorted.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you to everybody that has sent your good wishes and your kind thoughts over these last whilst we've had stuff going on and still do. Thank you to everyone who sent us gifts and stuff. That's just so gorgeous of you, and that's none of you have to do that, and the fact that you do means the absolute world. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. The gifts, the cards, the kind words, all of that, really appreciate it.
It means the world. It really does. It helps us feel loved and appreciated at times where we really haven't. Not by you.
Yeah.
The world.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah.
You know.
And most importantly, whatever you choose to do over the next few days, we really hope that it's a good one for you and that you get to do what you want to do, most importantly of all. Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah. Is that it?
I believe so.
Love you, mister.
Love you.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you check out 86 Eats website. Maybe some of you will make this, and if you do, let us know. We have a great, really supportive group on Facebook, linked in the description of every video. It's called That Vegan Group, Vegan Food and Friendship. If you ever want to continue the camaraderie, the community, it carries on over there. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you to Ashley being our moderator today. We will see you all again soon, and until then, please be excellent to yourselves and each other. Bye, loves.